All right. Thanks for joining. So, in this today's episode, I will talk about three broader topics. So, first, I will start with the market analysis, the broader market analysis, what I am looking at, and then second, I will talk about real estate sector, where it is headed, and I will check it in our outlier dashboard, what we are seeing there. And the third, I will pick a stock from one of our bull list, which is top stock for the day. And I will give you my opinion, what I think about that particular stock. So the first, let's start with, overall market, where what I'm seeing here. So if you see if I look here, I use a watch just to look at some of the data. So the futures are S&P 500 down today. And so what I am expecting is that market may see pullback. You have seen from last 1 week, almost market is constantly every day it's kind of going up. So I'll start with the S&P 500. So in last some days, as you see, the market has constantly been going up. In our portal, we saw a sell signal on SPY on June 23rd, and there is a good reason for that. So one of the thing that I am looking here is that how where the investors fear and greed metrics is. So if I look here, I see out of 500 companies, almost 375 companies are showing greed as of today, and there are only 87 companies which are showing fear. So if I think about it, right, there can be only certain number of companies that can go toward that greed side. At some point of time, they have to revert back. So if I have to make a bet, right, so market may be going up, I may be missing up on opportunities, but for now, I decided to stay out of the market because right now I'm kind of trusting what I'm seeing here, and even the fear metrics. If you switch this view on outlier portal, you see that right now it's dark green. I mean, if you are familiar with outlier platform, it kind of tells you that the fear is kind of heightened right now, and there is a very high probability of a correction. So I'm going to be staying out of the market for some time. I may miss some opportunities, but that is perfectly fine. So let's move on to the next thing, real estate sector. So why I kind of chose this sector, because yesterday I came across this news where I was looking at um, this particular news. So homes selling record high again because of supply shortage. Now, constantly pushing the rates up. I know they have talked about pausing it, and you may see that. But what is the expectation? The expectation is basically, rates are going up, and probably there will be some cool down in the buying, right? So the prices may drop. So that is kind of the expectation. But uh, because sellers are not selling, so there is a supply shortage. On the other hand, I mean, you look at another news here. So more and more Americans are getting turned down for loans. So that means people with high credit score, with people who are making money, they are buying they're buying the inventory right now. So the prices are not going down. So I don't know what Fed is trying to do here. But in any case, if you look at couple of years ago, right now the rates are at around 7.566. This is just, I pulled it from here. I mean, if you start pulling what is your monthly payment is going to be, it's going to be pretty high as compared to 2021 when rates were. So I know that it's kind of very costly to own a home right now. but still we are seeing, there's a high demand in the real estate sector. Now look at, real estate sector doesn't just consist of residential. It also consists of, your commercial real estate uh, companies as well. So let's look into some of the so first let's start with real estate sector, what I am seeing here. So if you see here, like if I come today, there are almost, if I look here at this constituent map which is getting updated, there are almost 95 companies which are showing green and only 5 companies which are showing fear. I mean, if someone asks me, hey, buy real estate sector, yes, there was a buy signal, and there is a good reason for that, because in past few weeks there has been excessive greed and people are just buying. It's running up, but at some point of time it's gonna revert back. You're probably gonna start seeing more and more companies in fear. And if I look at um, map on this view here, yes, it came by, but at some point of time it has to go down. I mean, at least this is my personal philosophy. Buy when there is more fear in the market, take profits when there is more greed in the market. It is okay to sit down. It is okay to sit down out of the market and miss the opportunities rather than losing money. So I mean, I kind of stick to that uh, you know option. So again, real estate sectors looks good. I mean, if I look into um, some of the companies' top holdings for real estate sector, so they have seen a run up recently. I mean, yes, the buy signal came and there was a run up, which is a great opportunity for many people. And we were able to capture that, on XLRE. But right now, I mean, I'll decide to stay out of the real estate sector. So that was the second topic I wanted to go over. The third one, I just want to do one thing. I want to go to this section here, this watch list. If you go to outlier.com, you will see a bull and bear list. So basically, every day you will see our scanner will show top buying and top selling opportunities. One thing that you have to remember about Outlier platform, it's not a day trading platform. I mean, some of these positions they make show as buy to really start seeing, the 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 stock price moving up or down. You may see few weeks from even few months. So this is really good for me because I'm not a day trader. I cannot sit down and all day in front of screen and trade. So something which can really work well, where I have to spend very little time. That's great for me. So AEIS. Let's look into this company. I may have pulled up this particular company here. So AEIS, a buy signal came few days ago, which is in fact buy signal came today for AEIS. I mean, if you see the market right now, it's just kind of nuts right now. Everything is kind of going up. There is this thing in the market where I was talking to some of my friends, and they were like, "Okay, we need to capture this, right?" They are thinking this is kind of that 2020 movement when markets were kind of recovering, and from post COVID, and the things started moving up. So this is kind of that moment. I was talking to some of my friends, and they were like, "Okay, man, I need to get into the market." Uh, but personally, what I feel like, I look at the data here. Uh, yes, there is a buy opportunity here that came in today, but I also look at where the investor fear and greed is, right? So I do not want to get into a position personally uh, where I see the investor fear is heightened, right? Anything can happen after that. Market can turn around, can go down. It has happened to me in past, where I was one of those people who will buy in when everybody is kind of buying and there is FOMO in the market, I have seen myself that I'm buying at the wrong time. And as soon as I would buy it, the market start going down in the other way. So I have become very much disciplined in past few years, especially after looking at outlier data. So I think that's it for today. I will be running these live shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9:15 a.m. Eastern time. We have Chris, one of my other colleague. He will be running Outlier Live on Mondays and Wednesdays at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. So we'll try to cover as many topics as we can. We'll try to cover markets, a particular sector, a stock, latest news. We may interview some traders. We may bring some more interesting content. So if you, thank you.